Let's see. Couple more seconds to think it out. Hovering over a couple of different options here. All right, we're going to settle on Orianna. Just about the most evergreen, like standard mid champion there is in League of Legends. That's going to be M&S's.
Blabber got to clear 6 camps in the time that, you know, he actually did this bot. He only had a 3 camp clear into bot for Spica. He spent his flash, and there's both some spent on Ayla. And if he gets too far forward, Blabber can actually flash. Ayla could be dead.
Oh! The side up behind the guy, so Jax can't do anything about it.
Top is jungle difference.
It is, that's what I'm saying. Oh, they're looking for bot gank.
Top might be jungle diff, but bottom lane is about to be the same. Ayla ends up dying, so Berserker gets one back, and now Blabber's ready to fight this out in a 2v2. Berserker is fine to just continue putting arrows in him. He's having ham for dinner. Say goodnight to the piggy. It's a double kill. FlyQuest will not be contesting first straight this game. The bad news is it's because of this.
I mean, it's Ocean Drag too, so that's kind of the worst dragon you want.
Someone who's played a lot of different top lane matchups. How do you feel if you're looking at a game state like this and you're really the one guy that has an advantage that you might be able to play around? Like, what is your thought process in that moment with that recognition? Hold on now.
Oh, another solo kill?
1 second. We might end up having to see something else. Let's go in. Why did I curse it? I'm sorry, Impact.
You're actually just first picking Zeri when you're saying, you know, we're going to just go for this. We're just going to look to actually team fight. We're going to dominate you there.
Yeah.
Prince, of course, is an incredible team fighter.
And all lane's doing theirs.
Yeah. Berserker's gonna get full plate value. 100% of possible money from this turret is going over to Cloud9.
Even denying the creeps here.
Marksman, yup. Min-maxing, baby. Min-maxing.
Winning that 1v1 so heavily, they get flash off of top, they get flash off of support, but it is gonna be a Herald Crash for a guaranteed tower mid.
I mean, that was kind of best case scenario for Fly, and they still come out behind in that play, so. That's Cleanse here, so you should be able to get out.
Oh, good ult. Yeah, good ult.
Patient he is with his
easy.
Doesn't burn the flash. Remember, M&S by his on the LeBlanc game against TSM, I think it was, where he got like a 1v3 going in like top tower, which, you know, doesn't feel good, and they want to be in first position for this dragon, but Fudge can just TP down while getting this tower, which is what he's doing right now.
Fudge is going to try to keep FlyQuest and particularly Spica away.
Here.
Yeah, Impact wants the angle onto the back line. If he can find the Soraka or the Varus, that's the ideal situation. Spica ends up getting a field goal with his ulti. That's not what FlyQuest needed. Blabber fires off an ult of his own, trying to keep these guys away. Spica nearly killed, but nearly is enough for now because he can still contest the Drake. Down to 100 HP. FlyQuest still trying to find a way to enter into the fight as Ayla makes his way into the back line, and now M&S has to flash away from the event horizon. They go in, and Blabber's going to be killed off first. FlyQuest are going to contest the Drake, and it does go their way. Now Spica's taken over the wall, and Fudge goes all out. Impact looks for a little bit more damage to take him back, then he's going to find him. Piercing arrow ready to...
Identifying their win conditions pretty well here to get back into the game. Because this is the only lane that has a lead, so you can only play through.
Pressure point on this C9 backline. The way that C9 plays out these fights around the neutral objective has got to be unlocked. M&S gonna lose his Banshee's Veil, but Blabber's gone in, and they found an engage here onto Vikla. He buys a little bit of time here with the stasis. He's staying alive with the Seraphs, but M&S picks up the kill on the other end of the fight. Ayla and Impact are being zoned away by Fudge, and with the enemy mid laner picked off and killed through his flash and his stopwatch, it's C9 looking to take their third Drake.
That is so rough there. Actually losing flash, losing stopwatch, and losing Vikla. So this is a free dragon now. And Cloud9 can you know, move back up and start pressuring around that Baron area again.
I mean, it's a really good actually burst Baron that fast, so FlyQuest will be able to check.
And they're going to commit the teleport as well. They want to be able to go in for this fight, but that's a nice all-out coming in from Fudge. He targets the enemy jungler, trying to keep Spica low enough that they can't go in and try to steal away the Baron. But now Blabber is going to be isolated. He's taking a lot of shots from Prince. Both junglers are low. Spica, however, has healed up pretty nicely. They're going to have Sven's heals to try to reinvigorate Blabber if the fight wants to go any further, but both sides seem happy to back away for now. Hold on, Spica wants to go in. M&S could be the target here at the very start. Event Horizon goes down, but nobody on C9 drops. Fudge is ready to flash forward and keep the fight going. Now they knock him back with an nice Q3, and Impact looking for somebody of value. Berserker goes on a rampage, and Vikla is down. Blabber and Fudge continuing to cause disruption as Blabber leads the charge, and FlyQuest don't have the damage. A double kill back to Berserker, and C9.
Just having this walking health battery here with the Soraka allows them to stay in the fight so long. Why go to the fountain when you can bring the fountain to you?
I mean, That fight was like, it started off really well for FlyQuest.
20 seconds shy of that, the Drake that would give them Infernal Soul spawns. So unless C9 makes a big blunder, nice shockwave coming out there from Jimenez. FlyQuest trying to continue to defend, but now Spica loses half HP here on the front line too. Yeah.
I mean, like, what can you do? You know, you threw everything at him, Soraka just kills him to full, and I think he just gained HP after that engagement, so it's like, what do you do?
And look, Soraka, he's got a full Mikhails as well, right? So there's cleanse on mid lane, cleanse on AD, and you have a Mikhails. How are you actually supposed to find this engage as Sejuani? It feels...
necessity in terms of popping off in this next fight. This Zeri has to go crazy if FlyQuest are aiming to win right here. C9 starting up the Drake. Berserker's a menace here on the Varus.
I mean, Spica is already below half HP.
How is Spica even going to fight this? Spica's just knocked back towards the waiting players of Cloud9. He's not dead yet. Impact wants a flank. This is the X factor. This is what might be able to set it up here for the Zeri of Prince. C9 stay together. Spica's still low. They go in, and they want to start the fight on Vikla yet again. The silence from the Soraka, the follow-up from the team. The Vhagar has been found out, and FlyQuest are now jumped on with the remaining players in a 4v5. The heal pours into the health bars of C9 as they make sure they will not be losing this one. Impact wants to go after Berserker, but Berserker will not get got. Prince tries to surf back over the wall, but the bodies of his friends wash ashore as C9 takes another fight.
The Nexus may not be destroyed, but the game just ended. Cloud9 crushed the team fight, get the soul. And they have been managing these flanks so well. MNS, I mean, the thing is, it's like Zeri can't even approach the fights, right? And this is what it is that they're enabling him so well. They realize that there's...
Well, I'll tell you who's not vaulting. It is Cloud9, man. 8,000 gold up, Infernal Soul in their possession, starting up the Baron, looking to control the river and find the engage on their opponents. Stop him! Ayla's already there! All right, I don't even think you need Baron at this point. They're
just me, I think. But
no more Zeri, no more Maokai.
Yeah, maybe
he's one of the guys who is so willing to go to these lane dominant picks. He has done it throughout his whole support career. You're not going to stop him with just that one ban, and now Cloud9 barreling down the top lane, pushing in the mid lane. This is double inhib almost instantly.
Yeah.
FlyQuest will dig in, try to defend, but
here's Hail Mary.
It's going to be hard. Yeah, this is it. This is the YOLO play. Impact comes around from behind, trying to see if they can find the engage, but FlyQuest is just going to engage first. They've already killed Vikla, and that's one of the huge damage dealers. Ayla drops next. C9's just going for it. Impact only gets there in time to see everything on fire, and he walks right back away. Impact and Fudge in the 1v1, and Fudge ain't even afraid no more. FlyQuest kept it closer than they did in game number 1, but C9 is a war machine here in his winner's bracket final. Berserker's gonna pad his damage stats a little bit on the way out. C9, match point.
Well